Welcome to Mike's Literary Minute, where books can be listened to and enjoyed. My name is Michael. I've been listening to books since the mid-'80s. Have probably listened to, at this point in my life, over 1,000 books. I mean, I've got almost 800 titles in Audible, and that's not counting books on cassette, books on CD. When I had Sirius XM, they actually had a book channel. Guess what I listened to on my 30-minute ride into work every day? So the title, the total at this point is in the four digits easily, without breaking any type of sweat. But you're not here to hear that. In fact, the 6 people who are watching this are here to say, what book are you reviewing this time? Want a book? Suller's Tsunami 3 by the author who hates me the most, David A Simpson, as read by Eric A Shelman. And once again, David Simpson, I honestly think he has my picture printed out and has it on his office wall and throws darts at it. The book, it was the second book I did a review on, and it was more of a bridge book. It really didn't do a lot to move the story along, but it was important to set up the third book. So I'm listening to the third book. I'm like, all right, it's time to get upset and scream and yell at my little GoPro here, and make a video. And I'm listening to the book. Yeah, it's getting good. Listen to the book, getting good. Listen to the book, getting good. Get to about the halfway point. Kiss sleep goodbye. I had to shotgun the damn book because it got that good. Once you get about to the halfway point, it picks up. Hang on. It's a roller coaster ride. He actually ends the series. There's 3 books in the series. That's it. End of story. At least at this point, unless he decides to redo the characters on a different story arc. But there are only 3 books in the series. Life is good. And it's typical of David Simpson. If you look at his other series, for the most part, they're 3-book series. Kudos, because I love it when a series ends. You have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Nice. You don't get left hanging on a cliffhanger waiting for the next book, like some other authors I know that unfortunately I really can't say a hell of a lot about because they're no longer with us. So alas, I will not be reading another Sean Dillon book, at least not a new one. And same thing with Clive Cussler. Alas, I won't be reading any of his newer stuff either because he's no longer with us either. And honestly, after, I'd say Inca Gold was probably his last good book. I'm not here to talk about Clive Cussler. I'll do that later. But as I said, David Simpson, the plot's rolling along. It's still the college kids. They're still trying to get to the farm so they can get through the window. All the bad guys are chasing them down. The goofy guys from New York are trying to chase them down. The cult members are trying to chase them down. And it ends in a slam down shootout. Explosions are used type of ending, and it literally was a roller coaster ride. At the beginning, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, okay, fine. Get to the top, about the halfway point, and all of a sudden you are on the roller coaster ride from hell. Thank you, David. You have, in my opinion, have redeemed yourself, even though you probably have my picture on your wall and you're currently throwing darts at it, which I don't have a problem with, honestly. I'm a big fan of David A. Simpson. As you can tell, I've done a lot of reviews on his books. I have talked with David. David is a cool dude. If you have not read his stuff, you need to. If you haven't listened to his stuff, a lot of people don't read books. They listen to books. They put them on things. You can tell, you put them on your iPhone. I use it as a monitor when I'm doing the videos. That way I can actually kind of see what I look like. That way I know how bad the video is going to be. But you put them on Audible. You can buy the CDs, and using iTunes you can put them on your phone, Androids, it doesn't matter, as long as it's a smartphone at work. And you can experience David Simpson either through actual physical books, you can experience them through ebooks, you can experience them through audiobooks. You just need to experience them. I think the man, how he writes, I have no idea. From what I understand, he was a career truck driver, and he decided to write a book, and it took off, and Now he's an author, and how do you go from A to B? I don't know, but I don't care, because the man, in my opinion, is a freaking literary genius. He has stories that suck you in, and believable characters. You've got great plot lines. He manages to tie 35 plot lines up in all of his books. He'll be 35 plot lines. And if you think I'm exaggerating, I'm not. I mean, honestly, he probably shotguns a fifth of Jack Daniels before he writes, just to keep straight. So, David Simpson, Eric A Shelman, Solar Tsunami 3, the collegiate score on this one, 3.5. But let's be honest, it's David Simpson. He gets graded on a curve because his books are so damn good. And not much for curve. Keep in mind, there's only one book I grade on a curve to give it a 4, and that is Shadow Divers. That's for a different reason. But are the books perfect? No. Are the books better than some of the garbage that's being put out in print? Oh, hell yes. If you haven't heard of him, you really ought to look him up. He's a fantastic writer. As I said, believable characters, believable plot lines, to a degree. I mean, come on, there's zombies. A lot of his stuff revolves around zombies. Technically, they would be ghouls, not zombies. We're not going to split hairs on that one. But the underlying plot lines of trying to keep people safe and how would they go about doing it and stuff like is pretty damn believable. Eric Shelman tells a good story. Always a good thing, because I cannot tell you how many books I've listened to. Excellent book, shitty reader trashes the book, and the book gets, a collegiate score of a 0.8 if it's lucky. And it's not because the book sucked, it's because the reader screwed the book. So, what do you think? Have you read his stuff? Listened to his stuff? Comment, like, share, subscribe. You comment, I'm going to respond to it. I have a 100% success rate of responding to all comments that have been put on my videos. So, hopefully, you'll read some of David's stuff and you'll like it as much as I do. And David, I'll get you the 8x10. Honestly, if you want to throw the darts at it, or throwing axes, or knives, or a flamethrower, I got no problem sending you an 8x10. I got no problem. Just put me in your next book as a character. And with that, we'll catch you on the next one.